The book is called Anansi and the 10 Dragons. The author is Rubadiri Victor, media personality, cultural activist, and he's done so much work with art and mass bands and books. He's a publisher. You know, there's so many things I can say about you, Rubadiri Victor. It's my pleasure to have you on the program, and congratulations on yet another publication.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
And stuff. Yeah. Anansi and the 10 Dragons. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's here.
So I got the book last night. I intend to read it.
Excellent.
I've started to skim through, and I'm saying, this looks very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Tell us
16
about
illustrations. So
yes.
yeah.
Right, and because you're also an illustrator.
Yeah, I'm also
as well.
a visual artist. Yeah.
So tell us, what's this book about?
Right. So Anansi and the 10 Dragons. First of all, is we battling going to the bookstores, and our children are still flooded by the same European fables that we all grew up on, the Tom Thumbs and the Cinderellas and the Sleeping Beauties and that kind of stuff. It's now been joined by the Diary of a Wimpy Kid and the Harry Potters and all those kinds of things. Absolutely. And stuff. And there's still not the indigenous. The indigenous is still not with us in the way that it's supposed to be. Our ancestral and our indigenous heroes and folklore and those kinds of things. So Anansi and the 10 Dragons is an attempt to modernize, to bring into the present tense, these stories and the adventures of these ancient and indigenous heroes. So Anansi and the 10 Dragons follows the adventures of Anansi. Brer Lion is king of the forest. His son, who's supposed to inherit the title, is kidnapped by 10 dragons, and a ransom note is sent. Whoever so answers the riddles of the 10 dragons rescues the kingdom, rescues the prince, and escapes with their life and freedom. And all the champions are sent out. They don't meet a good fate. They're all defeated. And then
You're giving away the whole story.
No, that's the setup. I mean, there's so much. That's just there's so much that happens. It's like that,
Yes,
and then little Anansi.
I didn't know Anansi is that tricky little character.
Volunteers. But there's a little twist about Anansi and a whole set of other things. But
so what's the age group for this? You said
it's all ages. I mean, it's sold out. So we have to reprint.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Sold out. So. But you can still get their limited copies. Some bookstores, they have one copy left in some bookstores and stuff, but we're reprinting.
So do you see this as becoming a literature book, you think?
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. Yeah. Things like this need to do that. So but when it's reprinted, it will be available. You can still check some bookstores to see. But in all the major booksellers, Ishmael, R.I.K., Nigel Khan, Paperbase,
where did the inspiration? I know you're a cultural curator. I can call you that. But besides the art, where did the inspiration for the actual story come from?
Right. Well, I have a theater company called the Wire Folklore Theater, and we do. We use interactive animation on stage, along with artisan-created costumes by artisans from Ramlila, Jose, Carnival, and that kind of stuff, master artisans. So you have ancient arts and that kind of stuff with modern stuff and that kind of thing, all on stage, the Wire Folklore Theater. You can check out this stuff on the Wire Folklore Theater on Facebook. Hashtag Anansi arrives, hashtag Wire. Yeah, things like that.
Yeah, exactly. So, I just love your work. I remember the last time we were talking about your outer space characters, you remember? Your
right, the aliens.
Yeah, the aliens.
Yeah. So from the theater show. Aliens invade, and then
which eventually will become a movie, right?
Yeah. So it's a television series, and we're actually going to be shooting the movie for Anansi and the 10 Dragons and stuff very soon. So, yeah.
Can you choose an excerpt from your book and read for us?
Ooh.
Very short, like a 30-second excerpt.
Anansi has appeared. Finally, one of the counselors asked what she was doing there. Then Anansi said, "I have come to rescue the prince." Lap and Guti, who happened to be passing just at that exact moment, heard Anansi and screeched to a halt. That's the Bacchanal crew.
Lap and Guti, I love it.
What you say there, Anansi? Said Lap. "I've come to rescue the prince," Anansi repeated. Lap and Guti looked at each other, looked at Anansi, and burst out laughing. Guti sped off to find the Bacchanal chorus, who soon showed up to the scene, already laughing and cackling to themselves. What could Anansi do that great warriors could not? What was she thinking? Was she tired of living? Was this a sad cry for attention from a nobody, no-name animal? Why was she providing comic relief so early in the morning? When they arrived at full strength, the chorus chimed in with some choice words for Nancy. Go home, girl. Anansi, you're going to embarrass me in front of the dragons. Well, check how she maga and say she going and fight dragon now. Ride out, Anansi. That is the outfit she going and represent we in. Big man animal fail, girl. What you going to do? Anansi, always frontish, eh? Always pushing herself in big animal business. Go back to your web, girl. And they said many other things, some on principle in a family book.
Yeah.
I mean, they really...
Principle, I like that. But you know, you drew me in there, and I'm sure you drew in our viewers. So pity it's sold out now, but you said it's going to be back.
There's reprint and stuff. I mean, you can still check some of the bookstore outlets and stuff, but in a week and a half, we should be back in stock and stuff in time for Christmas. Anansi and the 10 Dragons, hashtag Anansi arrives, wire Ben, Anansi and the 10 Dragons, hashtag all those things.
By Rubadiri Victor, and I want you to give Dominique all the information so that when people call Noreen at 622-4141, she will have all the information for Anansi and the 10 Dragons. Congratulations.
We're doing readings and stuff at some of the major bookstores. We at Metropolitan this Saturday, and just look out for those readings. So check the YBN Folklore Theatre Facebook page.
So I'm going to leave you to sign my copy. There we go, with my writing instrument. While I go across to Rishi, because we're going to talk about some Facebook feedback.
Well,
I can't wait to dive into Anansi and the 10 Dragons.
I'll borrow it when you finish, or I have to get my own copy.
I can't answer that. I can't answer that.
He said I have to buy my own. But I just want to check in with Facebook and say a special good morning to some of our viewers. Petunia Burgess, Fayola Rodder, she is with us every morning. So special good morning to you, Fayola. Judy Joseph, Sharon Humphrey, and I'm so horrible with pronouncing people's names.
Ifun Kemi says, congratulations, Rubadiri. So, congratulations, Rubadiri. And Petunia, you said Petunia as well. Yeah. So, we have a great book. You're getting a lot of congratulations there, Rubadiri. Jillian Noel says that he had an awesome reading last night. So, clearly, Rubadiri has a huge fan club.